Today I'm going to be repairing some holes that I have in the fiberglass that used to have speakers in them, and they're no longer in the boat anymore, so now they just covered them over with plywood. So I'm going to take the plywood off and cover the holes the proper way. So enjoy the video. So I've been working up here on the fly bridge. As you can see, I have an old speaker hole here. They had this piece of plywood on there that's starting to rot, so I took it off, and I am going to basically I'll put a couple slats in there, and then I'll screw on a little 1/4-inch piece of marine plywood onto that, and then I will skim over that with epoxy and smooth everything out. So that is the plan for this. Alright, so I already got a couple holes here. Drill a couple more. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be putting these backing plates in like that. What I think I'm going to do is, where this fiberglass is a 1/4-inch thick, I got some 1/4-inch plywood I'm going to cut out and fill the hole with. But I'm going to skim over that after, so what I'm going to do is put a couple of these washers in. Those. I had a couple of these washers. I'll put those in. The back, so it pushes it'll push the plywood, or not the plywood, but these little backing off the wall a tiny bit. So when I go to, oops, wrong drill. So when I go to put the plywood on, it's not, I'll have a little, maybe like a 1/16 of an inch that I'll be able to skim over, and then I'll be able to make that nice, and it'll be nice and smooth. So that's the plan here. Got it in there. See if we can sneak this guy in. Oops. Forgot I need to just another drill. I just want to make sure it's bigger than the head, so I can countersink them a little bit. Go to the other side. I'm just going to take this whole section off again. I'll lose that screw with that washer though. And we got a couple of them. Yep, lost it. So these two holes are already here from, I'm assuming there's a speaker there. So yeah, we're just going to reuse those. So a couple more holes in the boat. And this Try this again. Get that one started. Get the washer on. And I lost that washer too. Those washers are gone. Unfortunately, well, I got these bigger ones, but that'll be fine. These washers are going to be a little bigger, but it's alright. It'll still work the same. Those there. And bring this piece in. Of course, battery's dead. So that looks pretty good. So then I'm just going to go and cut out a probably 6-inch circle out of marine plywood, and then I will attach that to this, and then we'll skim over it. I'll start the video back up when that happens. So I just cut out this piece. I just used a circular saw. Looks pretty good, except for I think I'm going to want to get some bigger washers for this side. This side's looking a little better. So that's basically what I'm gonna do, and then I'll just fill that in with some epoxy. All right, so I got some new washers. Zip this off. I don't know if I'm going to need one or two, but I think I'm just going to do 2 each. We don't have any issues. Just screw these in a little further. Hang these on the back like so. I'm going to push those washers up so the wood can go right in. Alright, that's looking pretty good. So I'll just do the same thing with this. I'll just do a little some countersinks for that. Alright, now that's ready for putty. So I'll run down and grab some putty and we'll start up in a second again. Alright, so I got my epoxy here. This is the stuff I'm using, next generation. This is Duraflex. It's cold weather, so this stuff's good down to 40 degrees. So it's actually pretty warm today. It's about 60 today, so we're doing pretty good. Let me put you in the tripod here and then I can get rolling. But basically, just gonna slap this stuff on. Probably gonna need 2 coats, but I got all these other holes down here, so might as well fill those in at the same time. And the nice thing about this stuff is it doesn't harden up quite as quick as Bondo. It gives you about a 3-hour working time with it, so it is much nicer in that sense that you don't have to rush so much. And I'll probably, like I said, I'll probably do one more coat just to smooth it out. But this stuff sands really good. This is what I've been using on all those other repairs. If you've been watching my videos that I've been doing all my cracks and stuff like that with this stuff too. So basically that looks pretty good. And then this stuff, I got another one over there. So that's basically what it started with. Like I said, these were speakers at one point, and then I'm assuming they stopped working, and I'm assuming water was getting in, so they ended up taking the speakers out and just putting a piece of plywood on and gooping them up. So we're gonna try to get it to seal the water problem, because obviously that, I don't know if that other piece of plywood was starting to rot and everything else. So this is a process. I'll let this dry overnight. This stuff takes 24 hours to dry. I'll sand it out and skim it again tomorrow, and then it'll just be one more sand, and then it'll be ready for primer. So I just finished the other side. I got this thing here. Probably take that out, and I'll skim that, sand it down. I'm gonna sand down this whole wall. There's another one of those things here, which I don't know what they're for, but I'm assuming wires were going through there at some point or something. So then this one has another one over here. I'll take all that stuff off and then sand down the walls good, and then skim over whatever I have to. I also have another hole here. Not exactly sure what I'm going to do with that one yet, but there was this piece was on that one here, so I don't know if I really need that. Wires. He had solar panels up here at one point, so I'm gonna have a solar array up here at some point too. So I might keep that hole for now, and I'll run the wires through that maybe up to the solar panel, because I'll have to run some wires somewhere. But yeah, I think these are looking pretty good. So once I sand those down and do another coat, I will make another video of that. But until tomorrow. So just got up here this morning. This stuff dried up nicely. So basically just gonna sand that flat and see where we're at, and then we'll probably do another skim coat. But I'll do a little time lapse while I'm sanding. So as you can see, I sanded down nicely. There's a couple little imperfections, and I missed a hole over here. So we'll do one more quick skim on this. But pretty much ready for paint now. So we'll just have to hit those couple holes, and then we'll be good for primer. But we'll basically do the same thing on that one over there too, so I'll sand that down. I'm not going to film that, but basically same process. Get that sanded down, and then we'll do one more skim on that, and then tomorrow we'll do the final sand and we'll be ready for primer. Thanks for watching the video, and if you liked it, please like and subscribe. See you on the next one.